Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the results of the latest death battle. So, in this death battle it was between Michael Myers from Halloween, I almost mixed that up, versus Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Now, for those of you who have not seen my prediction video, I had the prediction that Michael Myers was going to kill Jason, he was going to be resurrected, and then he was going to be killed again by Michael Myers. Or when Michael Myers goes to kill him the second time, he obliterates him to the point where that little, like, evil creature comes out of him, and Michael Myers gets controlled or taken over by Jason Voorhees. So, first off, I will say this. They both had pretty much the same abilities I thought they did. There was nothing that was out of the ordinary. The one thing that threw me off was they never they never considered Jason dying as death because he kept getting resurrected. So that was the one big thing for me that threw me off. And what they used on Michael was the fact that because he switched places with, or how it made it seem, I should say, that when he switched places in H2O with the driver, it was because he was the idea was he would think he would not be able to survive a decapitation. Now, none of that is 100% proven or whatever. That being said, these were the basis behind their decision. Now, the graphics for this fight were excellent. They used the engine that Friday the 13th, the video game, is from, or uses, and really, really good. A little spotty at times, but it's horror themed, so I was okay with it. Now, that being said, the fight was really focused on killing, not necessarily each other, but the counselors around them. So that was definitely the interesting piece right there. But then they continued to do what they would do, blah, blah, blah. They definitely did a lot of damage to each other. And in the end, Michael Myers gets his head cut off, and it is done and over with. And Jason was the winner of that death battle. Now, that was the surprising part for me, mostly due to the fact that they were pretty close to equal in strength. Pretty close to equal in speed. If one was better than the other, it was not by a lot. The big difference was Michael Myers had to get in close, where Jason could use ranged attacks, which was something that Michael Myers could not use, really. He was always hands-on. That being said, they both were about the same intelligence, same type of fighting style for the most part. I mean, obviously they both are good with any weapon, but overall they literally were the same. And like I said, except for the fact that Jason used more ranged weapons, and Jason would keep coming back from the dead. Michael Myers never did, unfortunately. So this one sparked a lot of debate with my friends. They were not happy with the results whatsoever. Myself, I get it. I wasn't thrilled. Not pleased with it because I felt like they used something that might not have been accurate. They're using an assumption here instead of actual fact, which I get to a certain degree. But at the same time, they drew a conclusion that I was not a fan of, because it didn't correlate, I would say. They didn't really go together. To be honest with you, it really didn't. That being said, based on what they talked about, Jason did seem to be able to withstand a lot more damage and come back from the dead fully healed. So, I mean, that was the only thing that Michael Myers couldn't do necessarily, mostly due to the fact that we never saw it. So it's tough. But that being said, it is what it is, and Michael Myers lost that fight, and I was wrong. And the next death battle is between, and I apologize in advance if I mess up the name, Sauron from Lord of the Rings versus the Lich King from World of Warcraft. So Next on Monday, I will be doing a prediction video on who I think is going to win that death battle. So please stay tuned. That being said, let me know what you guys thought about this death battle in the comments below. Did you agree with it? Did you disagree with it? I know for myself and my friend group, we definitely disagreed with it. That being said, we thought that Michael could have survived a lot more, but out of all of them, I was the most understanding, although I still disagreed. That being said, like I said, let me know in the comments whether you agreed or disagreed. As always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night.